Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Mano777, and we're back inside of Destiny with your weekly reset video for April 12th, 2016. Obviously, this is a little bit late, guys, but the reason for that is because the new April 12th update only came out a couple of hours ago, and I wanted to give you a whole spectrum, all the things you can do, all the things you should be doing to get your light level up, all the suggestions I can tell you to get the new Dreadfang sword, on all the new things you can do with the Prison of Elders, as well as information about Crucible and the King's Fall raid. So let's just get right down into it. I always cover the Nightfall, and this week is the new Malak strike. There's going to be the Nightfall this week. Okay, so the modifiers are Void Burn, Berserk, Specialist, and Juggler. So you definitely want to bring any kind of a Void sniper rifle, as well as any kind of a machine gun that has Void. That's going to really help you out a whole lot. But you'll get the double burn with Void Burn and Specialist. I find that that's going to be the best thing to do. That is your weekly Nightfall strike. And what's cool about the Nightfall strike is it's going to give you higher light level stuff. And in addition, if you in the past had gotten an Eververse Trading Company Sparrow or Mystery Bag, you will not get that as your only reward. You will get a different reward for the Nightfall and an Eververse Trading Company reward. They're no longer going to give that award as a single award, guys. So that's pretty exciting to see. That is the Nightfall for this week. Of course, you can always do your Vanguard Heroic Strikes. They'll give you legendary marks, which is great because all the vendors have been updated, and we're going to take a quick look at that before we end the video. Today's daily heroic story is Hunt the Prime Servitor that brought together the Broken House of Wolves. That's again going to give you legendary marks. If that's ever the Black Spindle mission, come to my Twitch live streams and I will be able to help you guys out. I have a team that runs people through the Black Spindle all the time. You'll definitely want to get that up to 335 light, guys. So if you're interested in checking that out, I'm also interested to see where that drops now. It used to be dropping at 290 light. Will it drop at a higher light level? I don't know. We're going to see the next time that drops. That is the Lost to Light mission. Okay, next up we have the daily competitive multiplayer, which is obviously Rift. They'll give you 15 legendary marks. And notice the difference here on your weekly competitive multiplayer. Every week, you will now get your legendary marks, but you will also get a Sterling Treasure, which will give you a number of different items. It will give you possibly Taken Vanity Armor. It will give you Chroma Gear. It will give you buffs to your Crucible and to your Vanguard reputation, which is huge because, guys, a lot of the new weapons that are coming out now are coming from the packages. You can't always just pick up what you want from the vendor. So buffing up your Vanguard and your Crucible ranks are going to be super important. Let's go over to the Dreadnoughts here, guys. Let's talk about that. They have raised the light level for the raids on normal and hard. However, I don't believe they have buffed the challenge mode stuff yet. So wait until they give us a hot fix for that. They talk specifically about waiting for a hot fix to come out. This week is the Golgoroth challenge. With this, basically every member of your fire team has to hold the gaze during the damage phase. I have lots of different descriptions. If you've been checking out my channel before, you know that I can show you that on my Twitch live streams. It's a really simple, easy procedure to do. It's very easy. Get your black spindles, get your stuff, and make sure you're good to go. Now, very importantly, the Court of Oryx has been upgraded, guys. The Court of Oryx has been upgraded significantly. The Tier 3 boss this week is going to be Kalgor, and that is going to be important because they are now going to drop higher level artifacts up to 335 light. So the first chance you get, go to the Court of Oryx before you do anything else. Go to the Court of Oryx, bring a few friends, bring a fire team or whatever, and take out Kagor so you can get a higher artifact, which will bring your light level up. Very easy thing to do, guys. That is patrolling the Dreadnought. We're going to take our first look. We're going to go first to the tower, and then we're going to go to the reef, because the reef is the most important thing, but we're going to take a quick look at the vendor items, and the reef is going to be upgraded. We're going to take a look at that. That's going to be our final thing in our video. All right, guys, so let's talk about the new update. The biggest thing here, guys, is to try and get as many packages as possible, because the packages is what drop the new pieces of loot. You can see here that I've buffed a couple of my reputations here. I need to buff up my new monarchy a little bit, but my crypto archaeology is ready to go, and I have a whole slew of bounties to turn in. But what I found was I still had a Crucible package that I needed to turn in, and I actually got a new piece of chest armor that is one of the new items. So that is kind of cool, guys. So if you had some packages left over, make sure you turn those in. They're not going to necessarily give you the old stuff, but this is pretty exciting, guys. Check this out. Already 320 and 1. And if you take a look, you can actually see that this has got the ability to get a red chroma glow on it. Super excited about that, guys. So make sure you turn in as many packages and bounties as you possibly can. That's going to give you the ability to get new light, okay? And get you to a higher light level. Some of the packages have, some of the vendor packages and some of the vendor items have been re-rolled and restatted. So we're going to take a quick look over at Dead Orbit, see if anything is different there, and see what he has for us today. Since I love my Dead Orbit, we got to check that out.
Will you help me?
I obviously have to check my allegiance here, but we're going to see, we can obviously see here, you can see that some of these roles have been redone. It's no longer the triple tap Firefly hung jury. So all of these have got new roles, guys. So very interesting. Extra Stoller still gives you that, but some really good items to pick up. Again, these have re-rolled, but again, these are all still 320 lights. So all the vendors will have slightly re-rolled items. So I'll let you guys check that out on your own, but let's go ahead and take a quick look at the reef and see what is going on there. So we'll be back with you in just a second after we've checked out the reef. All right, guys, so we're going to take a look at the reef. You can see that there's a new quest line up above here. But before you can do that, you can actually, if you want to, go into the Prison of Elders at the level 41 area and get a Sterling Treasure. You can get one per week, I believe, on each character. So that'll give you three each week. We'll go ahead and take a look at that. But you'll notice that I cannot do the level 42 arena challenge of the Elders because I still need to go through the quest line there. But let's go ahead and take a look at the Vestian Outpost and take a look at all the new things that are to be done there. Now, there's going to be a new quest line that I believe Petra and Varix work together on. So you're basically just have to do some new items. It will eventually take you to the new Malak strike. And I'm actually going to do that on stream, so I don't want to ruin that. But I can tell you that that is the item, and that is the quest line that you will get the new Dreadfang sword from as your reward. The first time you complete that strike in the quest line and you complete that quest, that will get you the new Dreadfang sword. In addition, the Hood of Malak will now drop. That is a item that has been in the inventory for a long period of time, but now it is actually going to drop from Malak, very much like the Darkblade helm will actually start to drop and from the Darkblade strike. So very cool, guys. We're going to check it out. Hopefully we can pick it up. Make sure you use your 3 of coins. And this is the biggest thing, guys. If you have old exotic engrams to use at any point from the last update or whatever, they will have the possibility of decrypting into the new items. I've had a number of different people say that they've gotten some of the new items, some of the new gear. However, one thing that has happened that is kind of interesting, you cannot just buy the Queensbreaker bow or the Drag's Promise or the Lord of Wolves. You have to actually find them. I thought that since we had them in year 1, we'd be able to pick them up. That is not the case anymore, guys. So let's go ahead and talk to Varix and see what's new with him. Obviously going to see here, we have a Pretender Throne here mission, and this is going to be the whole part of the quest line. We're going to go ahead and take a look at that. Obviously, we're going to do those things here in just a little bit. We're going to collect our Judgment's Honor. You will notice that the bounties are here, and you will notice that all of the old Prison of Elder stuff is gone. There is a reason for that, because now all of the items that will drop randomly from packages from Prison of Elder bounties. So you want to pick up as many of those as possible. You'll also notice that we have some new gear. I'm going to take a quick look at this. This looks very, very cool. We've got a new Hunter Cloak. It is not chroma enabled, but it does look pretty cool. I think it looks a lot better than the old Hunter Cloaks. It still's got that like kind of stitched together look here in the middle. But again, we've got some new items from Varix. Obviously, you want to pick up your Elder's Sigil when you do go into the Challenge of the Elders. Let's go ahead and take a look over at Petra. See if anything is new there. Again, you will be able to pick up new gear from her as well. So you want to get as many of these packages as possible. For example, I'm going to turn in some of these Etheric Light and buff her up. Let's see what we get with a Queen's Blessing package. So we got a lot of the year 1 stuff. So apparently Petra's the Queen's Wrath doesn't really do anything in terms of that. That's something new. I thought that would be able to actually get us some new stuff. So that's a surprise to me. A little bit unfortunate. I would think that would be the thing that would get us some of the new gear. You can see here that we have the new Eververse Trading Company kiosk here in the Reef, because a lot of times people will be going here. You can buy Sterling Treasures if you so choose. I'm not going to, because I want to earn them in the game. I think that's a lot more fun, guys. Let's see if anything is different over here by our friend Brother Vance. I don't believe anything is going to drop because they're waiting for Trials of Osiris. You'll also notice here that you have your abandoned quest line over here. Nothing new in terms of that. But guys, the biggest thing you're going to want to do is go and complete that quest line through Varix to get your Dreadfang sword. You're going to want to get all your sterling treasures from doing your weekly crucible, from doing your PoE strikes, from doing your Nightfall strikes. You want to do as many of those things as possible, guys. So I'm going to leave that for now. We're going to start up the Twitch live stream. I hope you liked something in this video, and if you did, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I will be doing a reset on all of the different items that happen in the new update, as well as every week I'll do a weekly reset video. That's one of the things that my channel is known for. I talk about the best things that you can possibly bring in, the things you have to be thinking about, especially like the Nightfall. And the last thing we're going to do before we sign off on this video is we're going to take a look at the Prison of the Elders, level 42. So if you look over here, there are some different modifiers. Here with this, we get a precision kill bonus, and the modifiers are grounded and small arms. So make sure you bring a lot of primary ammo. Make sure you stay on the ground. Don't be using that Angel of Light perk on your Warlock. Guys, you'll have a blast with that. Again, guys, thank you so much for checking out the videos. Check out all the other videos in my YouTube. And guys, I will see you next time in the universe of Destiny.